I'm Herminia. Standing in front of the grand glass building, watching my parents' shocked faces as they read the sign, The Haven Foundation, I was transported back to a series of events that changed our lives forever. My younger sister, Isabella, was once the black sheep of our family. Our parents, Mr. and Mrs. Thompson, were part of the upper crust society in our town. They were extremely status-conscious, always worried about what others thought of their family name. Isabella was only 20 years old when she found out she was pregnant. When our parents learned the news, they were furious. They believed that Isabella had brought shame to the family. I still vividly remember that cold winter day. Isabella was standing on the porch, one hand resting on her swollen belly. Her mascara was running down her face as she sobbed. Our mother, in a fit of rage, grabbed Isabella's suitcase and threw it into the snow as if it were nothing but trash. She made her own bed, my father said coldly, his face set in a hard line. I couldn't just stand by and watch. I made the decision to side with my sister. I quickly packed a small bag, left our parents' luxurious mansion, and moved Isabella into my tiny, shabby apartment. Those days were incredibly tough. I had to work double shifts at a local diner to make ends meet. Isabella was heartbroken. For months, she would cry herself to sleep every night, her sobs echoing through the small apartment. However, everything changed when baby Leo was born. Leo was the most beautiful thing I had ever seen. Isabella, despite the hardships, slowly started to heal. She was a very smart and creative girl. She decided to start an online business. With my help in marketing, what began as a small venture at our kitchen table grew into a multi-million-dollar skin care company. In just 3 years, Isabella, who was once considered a disgrace, was wealthier than our parents could have ever imagined. Then, the truth about Leo's father came out. Leo's father was not some irresponsible boy. He was Alexander Montgomery, the only son and heir to Montgomery Enterprises, a billion-dollar empire. Alexander had died in a tragic plane crash before he even knew Isabella was pregnant. But his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Montgomery, had spent years searching for any trace of their son's child. When a DNA registry finally matched Leo, the Montgomerys found Isabella. And just like that, Leo became the sole beneficiary of a trust worth over $80 million. That was when our parents reappeared. My mother came to my doorstep, sobbing uncontrollably. "We made a terrible mistake," my father managed to choke out. "We want our daughter back." Isabella stood silently behind me. Then, my mother held up a teddy bear. It was Alexander's favorite toy when he was a child. "It belongs to Leo," she said. Isabella took it gently. For a brief moment, I thought she might forgive them. Instead, she gave a small smile and said, "Come with us tomorrow. There's something important I want to show you." The next morning, our parents arrived dressed as if they were going. There was no inheritance, no reconciliation, and no second chance. They were left with public humiliation and the echo of their own cruelty. Some betrayals cut deep, but karma always has the last say. If this story has touched you, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. Because in life, the consequences of our actions will always catch up with us.